Hey guys, what's up? My name is Fox and welcome to another video. Now, with most of the players reaching 14, 15 or the relic accessory tier, it is also time to talk about another thing that is super important: tripods. I already have a tripod video, but I will explain everything in this video again, and on top of that I will give you one simple trick that will make your life so much easier and save you a lot of gold, right? This trick I figured was already known by most people, but I've seen people that do not know it, so I figured why not share it with everyone, because I think it's very important to know about this, and it should also be part of what you do, because of course I did the same and I will do the same for all my alts that will be hitting that item level threshold. If you already know everything about tripods, you can use the timestamps to get to this handy trick. Already watch everything, of course, if you are uncertain if you know everything. For now, let's have a look at this. First, what are tripods? Tripods is, as we refer to, the choice or the way to enhance your base skills. If you put skill points into one of your skills, you then are able to choose in between 3 or 2 different tripods, changing the way the skill works or adding additional effects to said skill. A lot of times a tripod also adds a significant amount of damage to the chosen skill, which is why it is extremely important to actually level up your tripods. How do we level up tripods? Very simple. While doing any Chaos Dungeon in Tier 3, you will notice that the gear that drops has skill tree effects on them. This starts at level 1 and goes up to level 4 in relic gear. These skill tree effects will indeed increase the damage or effect of the skill that you have chosen. In order now to level up the tripod, you have to go to the Transfer Skill Tree NPC, which can be found in any major city. On the left side you will find your currently equipped gear. Once you click on it, you will then find the gear you dropped from the Chaos Dungeon on the right side. Next, you can attempt to transfer the skill tree effect from the dropped equipment to your own. This sadly has a predetermined percentage chance if you have any tripod that is above level 1. Make sure to choose the slot you want for your tripod before trying to transfer the piece of gear. You might notice that my gear has these green, yellow and blue icons on it, which stands for the tripods. The question you might have is, how do you enable these? This is part of the tripod tracking function, which allows you to easily identify if you dropped a piece of gear with a valuable tripod on it. In your settings, you head over to gameplay and other controls, and display, go to the bottom of your window where you will find the skill tree notification. There you can then mark which level of skill tree you would like to be notified. This should be set to level 1 at default, but I would definitely say to level 2 or 3 at least to avoid getting spammed with tripod notification. Yet you need to also complete a different step to actually get the notification. So to open your combat skills menu, press K and navigate to the settings tab. In this tab, you can then decide which tripods you want to receive notifications for. Usually, you should prioritize your raid skill setup and the tripods that increase your damage the most. If you've set up both of these steps, you should now be getting notifications with the icon mentioned if one of the pieces drops that has an upgrade for your skill tree. Now that you know everything you need to know about tripods, let's have a look at this really handy trick that will save you lots of gold when you're gearing with your proper tripods. At endgame, your focus is to have most if not all of your tripods at level 5 to enhance their effects to a maximum. Yet, considering that your base chance of a tripod transfer for level 4 is only 5% and 10% with Powder of Sage, this might take quite some time. But here it becomes interesting. If you drop or buy any level 4 effect, just a quick explanation, I am referring to level 4 here since on the gear it is technically seen a level 4, but if you equip it, it will add 1 level to your tripod from the base tripod, resulting in level 5. So again, if you acquire any level 4 tripod, instead of trying to gamble it on your current gear, we can use the inventory to save it for 100% and also resell it afterwards if it's a decent tripod. Please note, this does not work if you have already level 4 tripods on your gear, as this method will override all of your current tripods on your gear. So you take your level 4 tripod piece and then save it to your current inventory, having it stored and ready to be put on your current gear. Then you simply overwrite the saved tripod from your inventory onto your gear. And voila! You just acquired your free level 4 tripod with a 100% success rate. As mentioned earlier, there's of course some downsides to this. This method overrides your current tripods, so you can only use this method once per piece of gear. My personal suggestion is to scout the market board for pieces with 2 level 4 tripods that are useful to you, to then override 2 maximum level tripods onto your current gear. Don't forget, saving to the inventory does not consume the gear piece, which means you can sell it again afterwards. As this method overrides your current tripods, it is absolutely wise to save up level 3 tripods on any of your alts that you plan on pushing to 14-15, to then immediately get the level 3 tripods back to avoid a big loss of damage. As a closing word, I want to note that increasing your tripod level is very important. It can add a lot of damage to your kit and it might be a better choice to upgrade than upgrading, for example, your weapon, your gems, or even your engravings depending on what you already have. So do not neglect your tripod levels, but continuously keep scouting the market board for valuable tripods and try to get them onto your gear. Keep in mind, you won't be replacing these tripods for a very long time. As far as I'm aware, the current tripods are still active in the Korean state of the game, which means they will last you for another year at least, if not longer. As always, I hope you guys learned something today. Let me know in the comments if you already knew about this handy trick or if you learned something today. And if you did learn something today, make sure to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. I also think I've heard some rumors about a tripod rework of the whole system, because I believe currently the system isn't that great. What do you think about the tripod system? Also, let me know in the comments below. As always, you can find me on Twitter to never miss any updates, and I also stream regularly during the week on Twitch. On that note, wishing you, as always, an amazing rest of your day wherever you live.